IVM.
Welcome to TFG Fantasy Sports Podcast. This is Vivek, Krishnan and CP Thomas from the Fan Garage.
Hi everybody.
In this podcast, we will every day provide you with analysis and tips to help you make a good fantasy team. To make it easy for you, we will give the tips in 11 points, which covers every aspect of the match. Today, we'll be talking about the Eliminator Qualifier 2, call what you want it, Delhi versus Chennai. The winner goes through, the loser goes home. Simple. So without wasting too much time, let's start talking about the composition of fantasy cricket, how we can go about it, whom to pick, whom to drop. Point number 11, like always, team composition. I think Delhi will play the same team. They have been very reluctant to make any changes. Of course, injuries like we saw to Rabada, Chris Morris. But I have a problem with Colin Munro. Unless he opens, I don't see him playing in the team. Because that number 4, number 5 position, he's all over the place. He doesn't know how to play spin bowling.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to change the team. I mean, they played their first knockout match and it's the first time they have won an eliminator in IPL. And they just scraped through.
And what was the point of not playing Ingram?
Yeah.
So it defies logic.
Yeah,
so go back to Ingram. Meanwhile, Chennai too, no issues. I think Jadhav, like we mentioned before, is injured. So I don't think they are going to change their 11 at all.
No, both teams are going to go with the same team. And this is not the time to, do any kind of experiments.
Yes, Ricky Ponting, 2 matches on the bounce, Delhi have won. So who would want to upset their winning combination?
Yeah, and like I said, it's another knockout and they're going to be very, very cagey, both teams. Yeah.
Talk about conditions. Point number 10. Like we saw in the Eliminator, perfect batting conditions, no rain, clear skies. It's going to be a pata wicket, as they say. 170, 180 is a par score.
No, I from watching last night's game, I think it's going to be 190, 200. Would be a very safe score for the team batting first.
But I don't see that happening if Delhi bats first.
Delhi is like, even for the eliminator, they just about scrape through. And we know that if they bat first, they're going to be struggling with what is the perfect score to put on board.
But there again, both teams have quality spinners. So 1 over from Rashid, the other day 1 over from Imran Tahir. A lot can change. So yeah, I think both teams need to be very careful here.
But 1 over from Thampi can change the entire match.
Absolutely. Very well said. But I think somewhere at the toss, the captain would want to chase. Because if it's a true wicket, you can afford to.
It's a chase always.
Yes.
Yeah.
Point number 9, on to the spinners now. Imran Tahir, Ravindra Jadeja, Harbhajan Singh, Akshar Patel, Amit Mishra. Every bowler is going to bowl 4 overs. They have been successful. And the South African has been the best on show. Yeah.
It's going to be tough choosing your spinners because even if you choose 3 of them, which 2 do you drop? I would even take a chance and pick 4 spinners. But since Jadeja comes in the all-rounder category, you have him out there and you can actually go for a Tahir, Harbhajan and Mishra kind of thing.
Yes, and Mishra and Imran Tahir have been the best leggies on show. Both have been on hat-trick. Yeah. So this goes to show they're very capable of turning the match out of nowhere. I think it would be a mistake to drop. You can't pick all 5, but I think 3 you must pick because they are guaranteed to bowl 4 overs.
Definitely. Tahir, Mishra and Jadeja should be in your team. It's like...
Yes. Even Jadeja.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Anyway, talk about paces. Both teams have a very ordinary pace attack. Chennai, from the time they went to the auction last year, they just couldn't get a good pace attack together. Yeah. And Ngidi getting injured was a big blow.
Absolutely. And Bravo not performing is actually a dampener for them.
Yes.
And in fact, Deepak Chahar has been a revelation.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, I know. And actually is one of the feared bowlers.
And so is the
IPL.
case with Ishant Sharma.
Yeah.
And suddenly he finds a place as a reserve for the World Cup. I think too much respect has been given to Ishant Sharma. People now need to start attacking him. So 4 overs, Shreyas Iyer is delighted. 4 overs, 25 for 2 wickets. A very happy fellow. But I think don't get into this trap of picking pacers.
Yeah.
Trent Bolt again has been a very big disappointment, like his Kiwi colleague Tim Southee. So if you are planning to pack your fantasy team with seamers, I don't think that will be a good strategy.
Yeah. Max, I would go with a Char and a Bolt, if at all.
That makes it 2.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Then we talk about the all-rounders.
We have covered Jadeja in the spin category,
yes.
but definitely he fits into the all-rounder. And
somewhere I feel, CP, that Dwayne Bravo needs to step up. He has been a match winner for, like Watson. You know, they have kept playing him.
Just like us, Dhoni is also every match hoping Bravo will step up. You know, the entire CSK team is expecting him to step up.
And who knows? Who knows? Tomorrow.
Yeah, that's the big thing about Bravos and Shane Watsons and the Favs. You know, big match and big arena, they just perform.
This Sherfane Rutherford guy has been a bit of a surprise. I still feel he has not got the role that he deserves. He's a bits and pieces cricketer. He'll bowl an over here, bowl an over there, and then bat at 5 and 6, hit a 6 or 2, and then go back to the hut. So I'm not very sure if you can pick him in the fantasy team. As far as budget is concerned, maybe he can get a slot.
Yeah, but Jadeja and Akshar Patel seems to be the best bets in
absolutely
the all-rounder category.
Yes. Keeper. Like always, this is probably the toughest choice you'll have to
make.
Dhoni versus Pant. The other day it was Dhoni versus De Kock. I said De Kock, CP said Dhoni, and Dhoni eventually gave many points. So again, here I feel Dhoni is better equipped for hundreds of reasons. This is IPL, this is his stage, this is Chennai, this is qualifier, eliminator, whatever. Dhoni, purely because he's a safe keeper. He's going to bat number 5, number 6. And the way he started hitting Malinga that day, I mean, clearly tells you this man is in the zone.
Yeah, I think he's really become a better all-round player than what he was. And if it helps anybody, Dhoni, the last time he played at Vizag for Pune, last over, 26.
Oh, yeah, it can happen all over again.
Yeah.
So there you go.
26 runs last over and he scored them.
Pant is very inconsistent. Yes, he has scored 250s on the bounce now. But if you look at his season overall, it has not been very great. You don't know. I think Dhoni is a very smart guy. I need to finish this. Dhoni is a very smart guy and he's going to lay a trap for Pant and Pant will eventually succumb.
Yeah, so it's slightly Dhoni is the favorite.
Slightly, 100%.
Okay,
anyway, coming back to batsmen, plenty of options. Plethora, Watson, Dhawan, Shreyas Iyer, Prithvi Shaw, Raina, Faf du Plessis, Raidu.
Oh.
We just spoke about Prithvi Shaw. But, and what brilliant batting. He set up the match for Delhi. They still couldn't get it done comfortably. And like a little boy, he was on the edge of the rope jumping and hoping that Delhi would scrape through.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and he was playing after a long time a good innings where it was almost a match winning innings.
It was,
and except for one flaw where he got dropped by Thampi. Otherwise, he set the match up for them.
Yes, and talk about Suresh Raina, not too often last 12, 13 years, if you look back into the IPL stats, he has been a match winner, whether it's in qualifier, eliminator, final, whatever it is. So, 2 quiet games at the business end of the tournament for Raina, barobar nahi baithta mere ko. So,
yeah, I think you have to look at some history here and you have to give that credit to these people.
And Raina has a decent record against Delhi. He loves playing the Mishras and the Patels.
Yes.
So I'll just finish with Shreyas Iyer. Shreyas Iyer might have scored only 4 or 8 against Hyderabad in that match, but I think Shreyas has been the best captain on show as far as pure batting is concerned, even better than Rohit Sharma.
Yeah. But in this, when you have a plethora of batsmen, I think he would come 3rd or 4th in the pecking order. Yeah.
Now, vice captain. Again, you have a lot of options. I'm going for Faf du Plessis. Purely because the South African, after he came back to the team, didn't play the first 2-3 games, but has got 30s and 40s consistently. He can get you, he can open the innings, and the best part is he can switch gears. He can go back to defense, he can quickly change to offense, and what a brilliant fielder. Somehow the ball follows him. And he's called the Ferrari. I just realized 2 days ago he's called Ferrari. Being a South African fan, I don't know where this nickname came from, but I'm a big Faf fan.
Okay. And he gets the catches also.
He gets the catches. So at the end of the day, 4, 6, 10, 12, they all make the difference, CP. So I think he deserves to be. I mean, he's my pick. He's going to open the batting.
I would also give you an option of between Dhoni and Pant, whoever you choose, they could fit into the vice category.
Yes.
Because
and also keep this in mind that both keepers will be in action. We talk about the spinners ruling the roost. So catching, stumping, handful, man.
Absolutely.
Yes. Captain. Again, CP, your call first.
My call is, I would go with somebody like a Raina, Suresh Raina. I'm hoping he really performs, and this is the stage that he will, come good.
He's a big match player. Yeah. I think the stage is set for him.
Yeah, and he has to, do well for CSK to win.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's going to be a little tough because Faf, Watson will go after the bowling and they might get to the 20-30s, but Raina is the guy who has to stick around.
Raina is the guy because every time Raina has scored a 50 or 60, rarely have CSK lost.
Yeah.
So that's a big plus for Raina. My call will be Shikhar Dhawan because Shikhar Dhawan has been, ever since we spoke about this, ever since Ponting said, boss, you need to up the ante. He's taken it very seriously. Not too sure how much it's going to help Delhi, but it's going to help India a lot.
I think he has been the most consistent ever in his life during this IPL.
Yes.
There's no doubt about that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Talk about trump card. Trump card.
The trump card is a player whom you can, against all analysis, pick and hope that he performs and he can, change the game for you.
Yes, I called for Martin Guptill, 12 balls, 35. Clearly said push Delhi on the back foot. I'm going for Watson. Watson again because I feel his time will come. Because these are all legends of the game, and time and again, if you look into the history books, I clearly remember this 2009 in South Africa. Watson was a big failure. Ricky Ponting at the conference said, I'm going to keep playing him. Semi-final, final with single-digit score, and then he scored 100 in both games, and Australia won that trophy. So that is Watson for you. We saw him doing that with Hyderabad also last year and won Chennai the trophy. So that is Shane Watson for you. He could get out for a 0 or 10 or 15, who knows, but he's my trump.
I would, in such a case, go for Bravo. So because it's more like, you want him to do well once. It's a tragedy.
He's actually that balance backbone of Chennai. So Bravo is a fine. And also, if Chennai are bowling first, Bravo gets to bowl those death overs, 12, 14, 16, 18. And that's where if he can get those yorkers and slow ones, he's going to give you a bunch of fantasy points. Catches, yes. Big one. Prediction. Chennai Super Kings. And I say that for all the obvious reasons. Bias aside, I feel, boss, this team can't go down 2-3 times in a row. Dhoni is very calculative, and Dhoni will be happy that he's playing Delhi because you don't need an opponent. Delhi doesn't need an opponent. No. They can beat themselves. So and then Dhoni, boss, he's going to be very calculative, batting first or fielding. It doesn't matter. Dhoni has so much experience, and the conversion rate of Chennai Super Kings in the history of IPL is better than any other team. No team is even coming close to CSK.
So all points point towards CSK.
Yes.
But after yesterday's win against Sunrisers, I would like to give Delhi some kind of weightage because of the simple reason that they have got over this block of playing a knockout and winning it. It was a tough one and they just got home. But they'll be very, very confident when they get on the field with CSK. It's like, okay, now we're just one match away from the final. And I just feel that if Delhi's best chance is if they can chase. And I say that because somebody needs to play a blinder. I don't know who it's going to be, a Dhawan or a Shaw, Iyer or Ingram. I don't know who it is going to be. Or Pant. I don't see Pant playing a blinder versus CSK because Dhoni is very smart. So Delhi, if they have to beat Chennai, bat second, chase down those runs. So that's it. That's a wrap on yet another episode. You guys, we have given a lot of tips and points, and you can choose your best team.
That's right, and you know where to find us on thefangarage.com. That's where our articles go up daily. You can look it up on Twitter as well.
We also put up a TFG 11, which you can check out.
Interestingly, we also give out a lot of numbers, stats, facts and all. So that's a new thing that's come up on our website. And yes, we're there on Facebook, TFG Fantasy Sports, on Twitter, TFG Fantasy Sports. So yes, it's that time of the year when there's so much fantasy happening, so much cricket happening. So a lot of excitement. CP, thank you so much. It was very nice doing this show. If you like this podcast, don't forget to check out other interesting podcasts on the IVM network. You can listen to us on IVM Podcast app or ivmpodcast.com.
Hi, my name is Anupam Gupta. I'm B50 on Twitter. I am the host of Paisa Vaisa, the show that talks money. On my show, I speak to experts from every field of money and finance. From stock markets, equities, debt funds, credit cards, life insurance, every possible area of money and finance that you can think of. We even did an episode on cryptocurrency. I've got fantastic guests from mutual funds to personal finance experts everywhere. Robo-advisory, startups, just name it, we've got it. At Paisa Vaisa, we help you make smart decisions about money. You work hard for money. Now make your money work hard for you. New episodes out every Monday, and you can listen to my show on the IVM Podcast app or any other podcasting app that you have. Paisa Vaisa is brought to you by Paytm Money.
How aware do you think you are of your laws and rights? Do you look up to laws when you are caught up in situations? Do you know what your rights are when you're stuck somewhere bad? Well, here's a show that can help you move an inch closer to being aware of what your rights are. Tune into Know Your Qanoon with me, Amber Rana. This is a podcast meant to answer all your law-related queries. Catch Know Your Qanoon every week on the IVM website or the app or anywhere you get your podcast from.